So in the last class, we are looking into the basically we are looking into the purchase requisition process, right? Purchase requisition configuration. We have seen that one. So today we are going to look into the creation of the purchase requisition. So how we can create a purchase requisition and what will be the like um, what will be the important data in the purchase requisitions. Okay, so how you can create a purchase requisition? Either you can go through the path from here. So you can go to logistics. Inside the logistics, you can go to material management, purchasing. From purchasing, here you can go to purchase requisition. MA51N, this is for the creation. MA52 is for the change. MA53N is for the display transaction. Okay, so we'll go to the MA51N. So you can just remember the T code while you are practicing. You can just go to the T code and you can practice it over here. So by default here you can see the document type is selected as NB. If you have created any kind of custom purchase requisition document, you can select it from here. We have created this JITC, so we will be selecting this one because based on this document type, it will create a number range. Okay, it will create a purchasing request document number. It will be creating based on your document type, and all the settings and all it will be taking from the document type. Okay, so now here you can see there is a header selection. Header selection is there, header section is there, and this is the item section is there. Okay, if you open the header section, so here you can see basically in the purchase requisition we don't have many things in the purchase requisition header. In the header section we will be having one thing, that is a source determination. So what is the source determination? If you are selecting this one, then automatically the source will be determined. Means if you are having a source list or if you are having a info record, let's say multiple vendors are there, so it will be selecting the source as per your selection. Let's say you have maintained a fixed vendor, so that fixed vendor will come. Let's say if you have maintained a contract, so from that contract that vendor will be coming. Okay, so what will be the like criteria for selection of this source determination of vendor? So first selection it will go for the contract. If there is any kind of contract will be there, it will select from the contract. This is the first selection. Okay, second selection it will go to the quota arrangement. If there is any kind of quota arrangement is there, from that quota arrangement it will select the source. If there is no quota arrangement is there, then it will search for the source list. If there is any kind of source list is there, if there is no kind of source list is there, then it will go to the info record. So info record is the last criteria to select the source or to select the vendor. Okay, for any purchasing document, info record is the last selection. Okay, but basically price will be copied from the info record. Okay, here we don't have any kind of price or anything, but in the other purchasing document, let's say purchase order, we will be having a pricing. Okay, so that pricing basically, if you have stored in if you have maintained a let's say purchase requisition, so it will be copied. Sorry, if you have created a purchase info record, then it will be copied from there. Okay, now let's understand what are the important fields over here. So basically in purchase requisition header, there is not much things are there. Only document type will be there, your document number will be there, and your source determination will be there. And here you can see only your text will be there. Let's say any kind of text you want to maintain, you can maintain it, so that it will be copied to the purchase order. Okay, that's all about the header section. Now if we go to the item section, these are the item section. So in the item section we have to take a material number. So let's take a material. Where we can go to ME12, let's say. Okay, so this combination we will be taking. So material number, let's say we will be taking this one. So material you can put over here. Okay, now quantity. What is the quantity? Let's say 10 quantity we are taking. Unit it will take automatically. Text it will take automatically. Delivery date also it will suggest automatically. Plant you have to take. Plant is, let's say, what was the plant? IT 10. Okay, plant and storage location, let's say we have seen, I believe RM00 we have taken. Okay, purchasing group you have to select. What is our purchasing group? I believe Z01, ZP1, I believe ZP1 was there, right? So just enter these things and just hit on enter. Okay, okay, now if you hit enter, now it is saying account assignment is mandatory for this material. Enter account assignment. Okay, so why this is asking for this one? I believe for this material there will be no, like, inventory management has not been selected, so we'll see that one right now. Okay, what was the material type for this one? Okay, first let's see the material. Okay, triple zero one is there. Okay, so this is raw material original. So we can go to here. Now we'll go to the material type. Okay, so now let's find out what is the raw material original over here. Okay, this was the material type. Let's go to the quantity value updating, and will we go to the position. So valuation area is basically IT10, and the material type will be ROH, right? So here you can see quantity updating and value updating is not showing. Okay, so if you have not selected this quantity updating and value updating, it will ask you a account assignment category. So what is basically account assignment category? Let's say if you have not selected, so just understand this thing. Okay, so this will be very important for you. So if you are not selecting this quantity updating and value updating, means you are not going to store this material. Okay, so if you are not going to store this material, means whenever you are purchasing directly, you have to send it to the department, right? Let's understand it this way. Let's say you are having a maintenance department. Okay, maintenance department is asking you to procure some of the material, and that material you are not storing it. Okay, directly whenever there is a requirement, you can purchase it and you can send it to the maintenance department directly. So for those kind of material, you have to uncheck this quantities in updating and value updating. So whenever you create a purchase order, you have to assign a account type, account assignment category over there. Like let's say there will be a cost center, let's say there will be any kind of let's say project department will be there, so that you can assign in the purchase requisition and the purchase order, so that whenever you are doing the goods receipt, at that point of time you will directly send the material to the department. You are not going to store it. Okay, this is the first thing. If you are storing it, if you are storing the material, you have to select this quantity updating and value updating. These two things you have to update. If you are selecting this quantity updating, so quantity updating will be happening like you will be able to do a GR. For value updating, you will be able to do a invoice receipt for that one. Now just save this one. We will select this for these three and we will save this one. Okay, so now let's check again. Okay, no problem, we'll go again. So able to understand this point or any doubt?
Yes, sir, understand.
So basically you have to take the valuation area not defined. Okay, storage location 0001. Okay, plant. Okay, so now you can see there is no warning or there is no error messages coming, right? So now here you can see this is the details that you have to enter over here. Now if you see, we have selected the source determination. Now if you just scroll down to right, here you can see there is a fixed vendor is automatically selected. Okay, we have not entered this one. Fixed vendor is automatically selected. Info record is automatically coming over here, right? So where we have selected this or maintained this fixed vendor, we have maintained this in the source list, right? If you remember, right? So try to remember, try to understand, okay, from which field the data is getting copied. Okay, this will be very helpful while you are going to work. Okay, let's say if it is a support project or implementation project, you need to know from where the data is getting copied, and if you are facing some of the challenges, where you need to check. Okay, why this is not coming or any fields are not coming, where you need to check, just need to understand. Okay, so now this is all about our item details. This is the item details. This is the I sorry, this is the item section, I believe. Yeah, this is the item section and these are the item details. Okay, in the item details, basically we can see the details on the items. Okay, let's say if you are taking multiple line item, let's say here again, if you are taking the same material 5005, let's say if you are entering, so now you can see there is a, in the item section you can see different type of thing you can maintain for the item wise. Okay, here you can go to the one for first line item you can see, and for the second line item you can see this is the data. Okay, so here you can also see that in the document type configuration, we have seen the item step was 20, 10, like the 10 was 10 step was there, right? So whenever you are creating two items, you can see first line item was 10, second line item was 20, is 20, right? So this is basically the step. If you are taking a step of 5, then first line item will be 1, second line item will be 5, likewise it will come. Okay, so here we can put the quantity again also 10. So let's say again the plant we will be taking. Okay, so we have taken this one. So now let's understand what are the item details or item tabs are there, what kind of information we will be getting from here, and what will be important for us. If you go to the material tab or material data, so here you can see the material number, material sort text. If there is any kind of batch details should be there, so you can see a batch details over here. Okay, so here you can see the material group. Okay, if you have maintained any kind of supplier material in the material master, we have a field called supplier material. So if you have something like that, it will automatically come to here. If we go to the material, supplier material is where we are having the supplier material. Okay, supplier material number, maybe it will be in the info record or something. So okay, so we will see where we can find that one. So basically, if you are having a supplier material number, so that will be getting copied to here, and it is essential if you are like sending a purchase order to the vendor is having a different material number than yours. Okay, let's say the description and all it is different than yours, then it is better to keep a supplier material number, so that whenever you send a request to the vendor will be also knowing in a bit, like okay, this is the material number or this is the material they want. Okay, so in their system they can search and they can let you know by when they can give you the material. So this is basically the material. So these are the things which is important in the material data. First thing, material. So material will be copied to here, batch information, material group, and the supplier in, material number. So material group is grayed out over here. So material group will be copied from the material master. Whatever material master you are taking from this material data, it will be taking the material group. Now next one is quantities or date. So first thing here you can see the quantities. Quantity we have taken 10, so that's why it is taking a 10. Delivery date, here the system is calculating automatically based on the let's say planned delivery time, based on your purchase requisition conversion time. So based on that it will creating a delivery date. So if you want to understand how it is taking, just click on, just put your cursor cursor over here. Okay, and click on F1. So it will say like product assistance. If we go, okay, so basically in the ECC version, here you can see what is the logic behind the delivery date. Okay, how the delivery date is getting created, what is the logic behind that, it will show you. Okay, I believe in S4HANA uh, it is the product assistance. You can go here and you can get some information online. So basically there it will be showing how your delivery dates are getting calculated. So delivery dates will be calculated based on your purchase requisition conversion time. There is a processing time is there we have maintained, right? And there is a planned delivery time for the vendor master. So based on that two combination, it will be creating a delivery date. Okay, so if you want to understand, you can also see this planned delivery time is 10 days, and I believe just wait for a second. Now if we go to the material management, yesterday only we have seen this. I'm just not sure if it is 3 days or 1 days, so that's why just checking. So you can go to purchase requisition. Here you can have the processing time. In the processing time for your plant, you have to check what is it, 3 days of time. Okay, here you can see 3 days of time. So now if you go to the purchase requisition, here you can see request date is 10th, release date will be 14th. Okay, based on the 3 days it is selecting as 14th. Okay, from 14th the planned delivery time will be 10 days. 14 to 10 days will be 24th or something like that. Okay, I believe 24th and 25 and something is the weekends. Okay, so here you can see this is the 24th will be coming. Okay, 10 days if you are calculating, so 10 to 3 days, 1 2 3, so 14 will be the release date. Then again 10 days, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 10 days. Then 25 should be your delivery date, but 25 is a Saturday and 26 is a Sunday. Okay, based on your factory calendar, this is calculating the weekends also. Okay, so that it is suggesting that 27th is our delivery date. 27th is coming, right? Able to understand this delivery date concept?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is basically your delivery date. So here also you can see the planned delivery time, GR processing time also. If you have entered something called GR processing time in the vendor master, so it will coming to here. Okay, so basically this will be the information in the quantities tab. Next, if we go to the valuation tab, so valuation price is coming from the material master or from the info record, whatever price you have maintained. So it is copying from there. Okay, and here also you can see there is a goods receipt is selected, invoice receipt is selected, but you can uncheck it also. And this is coming as a form button over here. You cannot change the goods receipt. Okay, so you have to do the goods receipt for this material. Okay, so if it is a, let's say for consignment process, that GR non-valuated will become as selected. So goods receipt, it will be mostly it will become as unchecked mode. Okay, so basically this is the valuation tab. Next one is source of supply. So source of supply, basically we have selected this one, then directly it is taking. If you have not selected this source determination, you can click on assign source of supply. The system will find out what is the source for this one. If there is any kind of fixed vendor, regular vendor, or anything is there, or contract is there, from that it will assign the source of supply. So here you can see fixed vendor is taking from where, info record. So info record is there and the source list is there, so it is taking from the info record the fixed vendor. Okay, purchase organization is this one. Okay, so here you can see these are the related information are there. So if you are selecting the source determination, it will automatically determine the source. If you are not selecting the source determination, you can just come to the, you can come to the source of supply. You can click on assign source of supply. If you have make someone as a fixed vendor, it will automatically take, or regular vendor, it will automatically take. If it is not taking, it will show you different kinds of vendors are there, you have to select one. Okay, so this is basically assign source of supply. Next one is status. So status is here, it will show you if the purchase requisition is created, released, or any kind of purchase order has been done or not. So those kind of things will be showing in the status. So currently the purchase requisition is not saved, so that's why it is showing as not edited. It is not blocked, it is active, order quantity is 0. So once you are converting this purchase requisition to purchase order, it will show you a purchase order quantity, like what is the order quantity and what will be the, let's say, what will be the purchase order number. So details will be shown in the status tab. So related to this purchase requisition, what purchase orders are there, you can check it in the status section. Okay. Next one is contact person. So contact person is basically who is creating this one, where it is getting created. Okay. Date of the creation, telephone number, purchase organization. If there is any kind of MRP controller is there, so it will be showing over there. Requisitioner who is needing this item, so you can maintain that name also here. Okay. If there is any kind of tracking number is there, you can put some tracking number over here. Okay. So these are the information on the contact person. Next one is text section. So this text section is the item text. In the header section we have seen a text fields, and here we can see these are the item text. Okay. Based on your copying rule, the header text and the item text will be copied to the different purchasing document. Okay. So next one is delivery address. So delivery address is basically in SAP standard, it is the plant address for which you are doing the procurement. So this will be basically this IT10 plant address will be there. So here you can see plant 1 ITC raw. So if you go to the address details, here you can see this the IT10 and name we have maintained plant 1 ITC raw. So this is taking from this plant, whatever plant you are entering over here, that plant address will be the delivery address. Okay. So delivery address will be taken from here, and this is a standard. If you want to change something, so you can do a customization, that is a separate part we will be looking into some other day. Okay. So basically these are the information which are important or which are needed in the purchase requisition. So while you are creating, you have to navigate through these tabs and you have to see what are the informations are there and what information are copying from which section. Okay. Let's say some section will be copied from master material master, some section will be copied from the vendor master, so some section will be copied from the master data, let's say info record, source list, contract or anything. So those kind of things you need to check. Okay. And one more thing. Okay. So from any of the document also, if you directly want to go to somewhere, let's say if you want to see the material information from here, directly double click from here, it will take you to the material section. Okay. If you want to see the info record, directly you can go to the info record, double click on here, it will take you to the info record. If you want to see the vendor data, directly double click on here, it will take you to the vendor. Okay. This is the vendor details. Here you can see the business partner, vendor, and if you go to the vendor general data, here you can find that information. Purchasing data also you can see the information. So anywhere you want to go directly from here, just a double click, you can go to there. Okay. Able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Able to understand this one?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. And also there is some header section information is there also. So if you don't want to go from here, so you can go to environment related to this material, whatever things are there. Let's say material will be there, material stock will be there, availability will be there, supplier will be there, supplier evaluation will be there, info record, quota arrangement, source list, contract. So based on this document or from this data of this document, whatever things are there, you can find it from here. Okay. So you can directly go to here. Let's say you want to check the stocks of the material, you can directly go here and it will show you the stock of the material, whatever stocks is there. So you can see there is no material is there. Okay. So it is directly taking the material and the material type, and here you can see this is the company code. Under the company code there is no material. So this is basically MMB transaction. It is calling the MMB transaction. Okay. So now here also, if you want to see whatever the changes are there, let's say you have created this purchase requisition. Now after the purchase requisition, there is something is has been changed. So how you can see it? So you can go to environment, you can go to, you have to select the item and you have to go to item changes and it will show you what are the changes are there. So let's say if we save this one So now here you can see the item requisition has been created 10025. Now let's say if I will go to slash NME 52N, go to changes. Okay, just here I will take what was the number 100. Okay, so this one I believe, just hit enter. Okay, now you can see this is the purchase requisition that we have created. Now if you want to enter a supplier material, let's say I will be entering this as a SP 5 1 2 3 4 5. Let's say I will maintain this one and save it. Okay, now you want to see what are the changes happen there. Okay, so just select this one. Okay, now I'll save this one first. Okay, 10025. Okay, now just go here 10025. Okay, so now if you select this one and click on environment, go to item changes. Here you can see material number used by supplier has been changed. New value is this one, old value was blank. Okay, so here also you can see the item changes. What are the changes are there? Okay, able to understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is all about the purchase requisition. So try to create a purchase requisition, try to see all of those different kinds of field, try to just some do some testing trials on all. Okay, so try to understand what is the value, where the values are coming. So try to do that one. So we will be continuing on Monday. Okay, anyone having
Okay,
any
sir.
questions? If having any questions, you can ask.
Sir, who is going to create that purchase requisition, whether it is production department or somewhere else management?
No, see, sometime what will happen, as we have explained, like it can be generated automatically. If it is generated automatically, then there is any kind of MRP scenario or anything will be there. So by those kind of things, it will be automatically generating a purchase requisition. So no one is going to create. Let's say whenever you create a plant maintenance order, let's say if you are taking an example of plant maintenance section, okay, maintenance department. So whenever there is a maintenance order will be created, by the background it will system will search if the material is there or not. It will create a purchase requisition automatically. Okay, this is one thing. Second thing, if it is not getting created automatically, so what you can do, so you can send the information to the purchasing department. Okay, so basically these are purchasing related documents. It will be created by the purchasing department if it is a manual process. For automatic process, it will be created automatically by the system. Whenever you create a maintenance order, by default a material requisition will be created if you're not having that material in your warehouse or in your storage location, if you are not having that one. Okay, so next one is, if it is manual, then someone will be submitting the details to the purchasing department and they will be creating it manually, like whatever information is required. So there you have to put a requisitioner number or requisitioner name, as we have seen in the item data, right? In the item data, we have seen there is a requisitioner name is there. So there you have to put who have requested for it. Okay, so you can just put their name over there if you are creating it manually. Okay, able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes. Anyone other? Any questions? Okay. So if no questions, we are good to close today's session. So we will be connecting again on Monday. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bye everyone.